In this video, I'll guide you through how to export programming code from Google Bard to Replit. If you're using Bard to quickly draft or refine code, and you'd like to run or continue working on that code in Replit, this simple workflow will help you do that smoothly. We'll go from generating the code in Bard to copying it, opening Replit, and pasting it into your project so you can run and edit it right in your browser. First, start by opening Google Bard in your web browser and generating the code you need. Type your prompt clearly, describing what you want the code to do. For example, you might say something like write a Python function that sorts a list of numbers, or create a simple Node.js server that responds with hello world. The more specific you are about the language and the behavior you expect, the better the code Bard will generate for you. Once you've written your prompt, let Bard respond and wait for it to finish generating the code. You'll usually see the code formatted in a separate block, often with syntax highlighting. Take a moment to read through what it produced, make sure it's in the correct programming language and generally looks like something you can use. If it's not quite what you wanted, you can refine your prompt and ask Bard to adjust the code before moving on. When you're happy with the code Bard has generated, the next step is to copy the code snippet from Bard. Move your mouse to the start of the code block, click and hold, and then drag down to highlight the entire snippet you want to transfer. Be sure you're selecting everything you need, including imports, functions, main execution code, and any comments you want to keep. After it's highlighted, right-click and choose Copy, or use your keyboard shortcut such as Ctrl+C on Windows or Command+C on a Mac. Now the code is stored in your clipboard ready to paste into Replit. Next, open your project in Replit. In a new browser tab, go to the Replit website and sign in if you haven't already. From your dashboard, either open an existing project where you want to add this code, or create a new REPL in the appropriate language. For example, if Bard generated Python code, choose a Python REPL. If it's JavaScript for Node, pick a Node.js REPL. Matching the language ensures the code will run correctly and that Replit gives you the right tools and environment. Once your Replit project is open, locate the file where you want to place the code. This might be a main file that Replit created automatically, like main.py or index.js, or another file you've set up for organizing your project. Click the file name in the sidebar to open it in the editor. If there's placeholder code you don't need, you can delete it so the file is empty and ready. Now paste the code from Bard into the file. Click inside the editor window, make sure your cursor is where you want the code to go, and then right-click and choose Paste, or use your keyboard shortcut such as Ctrl+V or Command+V. Your Bard-generated code should now appear in the Replit editor. Take a quick look to confirm everything copied correctly, with no missing lines or strange formatting. At this point, you can save your changes and try running the code directly in Replit using the Run button at the top of the screen. If there are any errors, you can edit the code right there, test different versions, and even come back to Bard later for refinements or explanations. And that's all it takes to move code from Google Bard into Replit and continue your work in an interactive coding environment.